I'm going to show you a card this morning that is from the Memorable Blooms bundle. And that is in the new mini catalog that just went live yesterday, Tuesday, the 7th. So if you're here, please leave me a comment so I know you're here. So I don't know. I don't know. Is anybody here? Is Rebecca, are you here? I can't see any comments. I'm hoping that you're here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a PT appointment a little later in the morning. So, oh, hi Rebecca. Thank you. So this morning, I don't know if anybody else is here. Oh, oh, good. I'm glad. You can hear me okay? So I'm going to show you this card. This is using the Memorable Blooms bundle, which includes the stamp set, which is this stamp set. And it is really pretty. It has the beautiful flowers and has really nice, excuse me, got a frog in my throat this morning. Really nice sentiments, and I love the sentiments. So that's the stamp set, and then this is oh great, thanks Rebecca. These are the dies that go with this stamp set. And the dies they come with an octagon. So this cuts out the full piece, and then this cuts out you can get some flowers in it. So this really makes a nice combo. And then there's a spray of leaves, and then there's three dies for the flowers that match in the flowers and that match these. So we're going to use that today, and I'll get started by showing you the measurements, and then we'll put it together. So I'll leave the card right there so I can see it. So we start with a base of Highland Heather, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And then on the front, we're going to be using this basic white, which is 5 1/4 by 4, and it's embossed with the Starstruck Embossing Folder, which is actually free with a purchase of $60 during Sale-A-Bration, which is in January and February. So you can find that in the catalog, and I love this Starstruck. It's called Starstruck Embossing Folder. I just love that. And then we're going to be cutting a piece of, I actually have cut this to save time, but this is 3.5 by 3.5, cut with the octagonal die from the Memorable Blooms. And then I stamped the flower, and this will be about 4 inches by 2.5 inches. I just used a scrap of paper, and I stamped it in the Tuxedo black Memento ink, and then colored it with the Highland Heather and the Granny Apple Green. And I already colored this to save time, but I am going to stamp one on the inside, and I'll show you how to color that. And then on the inside, we have a piece 5 1/4 by 4. So those are the measurements. And so we're going to get started by, forgot my bone folders. I'm out of my room, so I'll just use my fingers and make that. I should have my bone folder here. Okay, so we're going to add this piece that is embossed to the front of the card. Hi Diane, hi Amy, hi Yvonne. Oh, thank you all for coming today. I'm back, yes, I'm back. So we're going to put that on there, and then we're going to add the octagonal piece that I cut using the die, which is this die, which is really gorgeous. I love it. So I'm just gonna put that down with seal flat on the paper. And then I'm going to stamp the thanks so much. So I'm gonna stamp that in the black, Tuxedo black Memento ink. And I'm gonna put that towards the right. And then I'm going to add the flower arrangement, which I think just makes it. I put Stampin' Dimensionals on the back, and I'll just take off the backing of those and add that to the front. So that is pretty much the front. I'll add the bling when we get done with the inside. So on the inside, I'm going to put this, first I'm going to stamp because I want to make sure that I don't make a mistake, which, you know, it can happen. And I'm going to, one of the sentiments says, I appreciate your thoughtfulness. So I'm going to stamp that on the inside. And then I'm also going to stamp one of the smaller flowers, again in Tuxedo black. And I'm going to stamp that right there. And then I'm going to color this, and this will just take me a couple minutes to color. It's not very long. So I'm coloring using Highland Heather, which matches, of course, the cardstock. So I'm just going to color this real quickly. I am not much of a colorer, is that what you say? But with the blends, it's like you're an artist. I love that. Thanks, Diane, for joining, and Yvonne, and Amy. And so I've got the flowers colored, and now I'm going to color the leaves in Granny Apple Green. And they're very simple to do and add a real beautiful touch. That's my husband in the background. He's bringing in our garbage can. We have garbage service. We've never had garbage service before in Pavue. So now I'm going to add this, here and there, add this to the inside. I better close up my ink because I know me. So I appreciate your thoughtfulness. So it's a thank you note, and then I appreciate your thoughtfulness. So now we'll add the bling. And where did I do with the bling? Here it is. This is called their low profile dots. Say that fast. And they come in petal pink and gold, and I just love the gold. I think the gold just adds so much. So I'm going to add three of these. Interestingly enough, you're right, Rebecca. I'm not very good at that. I'm adding these low profile dots. The nice thing about these low profile dots is that they don't add to the depth, and so you can send it with just one stamp set. So, or one stamp. I got stamp sets on mine. I don't know if you noticed this, but I cut my bling on the side, and then I can just slip it back in really easily. Just one little tip. So that's the card. It's really, really easy. Thank you, Diane. Yeah, that's my dining room table. One of these days I'm going to have a room, and I'm going to have a studio, and I'm going to have everything set up in that. They haven't started our house yet, but they're working on it. And it's going to be probably the mid-February, but we should be in by summer. So as you notice, I cut this out. Well, I cut it out of the other piece of the Highland Heather. And so on this one, I'm using the negative. So I stamped the flower, this flower, on a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 and put it behind this, and I popped it up with dimensionals, and I just added a circle because I had one cut. And then this is the inside. It's you are awesome. Thanks so much. You are awesome. So I used the negative, so I didn't waste that paper. And then I wanted to show you the other die. This is the other die that cuts out a flower with it. So I cut using this die for this one. So you've been on my mind. I don't think I put anything. I know I didn't even add some white yet. But anyway, that is the Memorable Blooms. And that's in the new catalog, and you can now order from the new catalog. And also you can get celebration items for every $60 you spend, you can get celebration items. I thought I would show you where that, this is the, no, that's the Fresh Freesia. This is the embossing folder, the Starstruck embossing folder. It's free with a $60 order. And then of course there's all kinds of other things. If you spend $120, there's paper, bloom impressions. And then if you spend $120, you get this heart-shaped bundle, which is called heart-shaped bundle. And it comes with dies and stamp set and a die. It's a bundle. And then there's also another stamp set that's at 120 level. And that is right here. It's called Corner in Bloom. And it's got a lot of beautiful stamps. I can't wait to use that one. And then, of course, if you have a $300 party during this, during celebration, you receive if it's a $300 party, you get $30 extra on your 300. With an order of $300, you get $30 extra in Stampin' Rewards. And then if you join, if you decide that you might like to join, and you know, you're not obligated to stay, but you can join for $99. You spend $99, you get to choose 125 in free product, and then you have 2 options. The first option, you get 2 of the 10 packs of Stampin' Right markers. And those are $35 each. So that would be an extra $70. Plus you get this stamp set free, and that is worth $21. So you actually receive $91 extra, which would make it $216 value. Plus, if you don't want those, you get $30 extra. So it's $99 and you get $155, or you get $125 plus these items. So just wanted to let you know that. I'm not pressuring anybody, but the one thing about it is you can join and then you don't have to stay. You can just, you know, you can do what you want with it. So anyway, so Rebecca has asked me to do this, and I think most of you received the calendar that I sent. So next week I will show you how to make this calendar. It's very simple. I do have extra calendars, so if you need any, let me know if you would like to make some, and I can send them to you, and then you can have them. So next week I will show you how to make this. It's really quick and simple. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you leave me a comment and share, I will, and it can be afterwards, I will choose one person to receive this card. So thank you very much for joining me this morning, and I'm planning, oh, you're welcome, Yvonne. I am planning to be back. Thank you, Rebecca. I am planning to be back consistently every Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Thank you for joining me.